What's up, good people? What is going on? We are live. Locked and loaded.
These are 5 of the best evolutions for the December season. If you're not using one of these evolutions, you're probably at a big disadvantage. In no particular order, number 1, Eva Witch.
This is League of Legends, and this is my good friend Josh. Josh has never played League of Legends, but after watching Arcane Season 2, Episode 8, minute 30, 28 seconds in on frame 15, he decided he wanted to try it. So this video is literally everything you need to know about League of Legends made for Josh. Now first things first, you gotta get the game. Go to the League website, download the...
So we're gonna do, I think, like 2 matches of we might as well just jump straight into it. Like, it's not like we're let's hop straight into it. We could do like 5 matches. Just so we can have something on the channel. You know what I'm saying? guess that's one match done. Let's see what else we got. Shame, shame, shame. Nice little decoration there. Don't mind that. I ain't gonna lie, I might need to just join a clan just to get a part of it, like... Got distracted, but let's do some more. lie. I'm trying to be conservative and play right. This is not working.
Stay sharp. Put my cards together. Play my cards together. Oh wow, heal spirit. Okay, I like that. Please just win 4 matches in a row, please. That would be so nice.
I'm gonna be honest. Like following these deck strategies, they're not working for me. I'm gonna be 100%. They're straight up just not working for me. Like I'm going mini Pekka. I'm tired of losing to BS. Like I'm not playing these regular strategies. Nope. 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 Stupid vines do absolutely nothing. Like I'm just losing, like trying to follow these strategies. They suck, and it's annoying. I don't like this dragon. I'm gonna be honest. That dragon is it's a little pooey. Archers or let's see what Musket does. She might be better, I guess. Maybe. I don't even know at this point. Wow. Baby dragon. I'm gonna lose it. I'm going to lose it. One fucking I can't do that again. That I was just unprepared for it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't play like this is good. I can't play both of these. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna get a barrel, and then I'm gonna incorporate baby dragon. gotta go back to the arrows too. It's not good. I'm gonna be honest. It's really not good. See, I'm gonna be honest, I don't have time to, like, I can't learn on the fly and try to implement the strategy. It's not gonna work. I just need to win my way. I'm just straight up. I just have to win my way. I'll focus on, yeah, so I'm just gonna get rid of Fisher. I can put in a knight. I can put in, what else can I put in? That wouldn't be bad, honestly, but I already have, him, so what else can I do? How long have we been recording? We've been recording for 30 minutes. I'll take that as just the first session. Sorry if someone's been trying to speak to me. I have not been looking at the chat whatsoever, like a bozo. Oh my god, come on. Bro. About 33 minutes on this stream. Alright. Yeah, that's why I think I gotta keep Mini P.E.K.K.A in for the most part. I might maybe changing the win condition. I might just bring him back. I wasn't doing it so much before, but now I think it might be useful to bring him back, honestly. Would he be a decent 3? I mean, he could be. We'll see. Heal Spirit or Zap. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna do Zap for this case. Freezing would be a lot better though, man. Even Snowball would be good, but let's go with Zap. I'm trying to get to halfway. I should be on level 14 already. I'm in 14, so we're trying to speed run this. I'm really trying to speed run. Like, before I was like, yeah, we can be chill about it. No, we have to steamroll. Like, we legit just have to steamroll to Arena 14. All my fans, the coup de grace. We're not playing. Also, I'm changing these two back into arrows because the sniper on, man. Bro, he has this. Yo, I'm losing your mind, bro. So pissed. So pissed. Woo! It's supposed to be easy, man. Nah, I messed it up. I messed it up. Bring it back. Just a loss. I shouldn't have lost that. I really should not have lost that. I lost that already. It's bugging me. It's really bugging me. Why'd you? I clicked that by mistake. Oh, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Oh, I'm about to lose it. Oh, I'm about to lose it. I'm making silly mistakes. What am I doing, bro? Still. Wow, and he's countering his own. Come on, no. So yeah, that night, I probably should go with something else than minor then, right? Like I need pressure. I need lane pressure just to get rid of this stuff. sometimes. What's another 3? Yeah, I need a more reliable 3. Maybe. Do I dare go Firecracker here? Like a Goblin Barrel with the 3? It's not the worst. I also could go 2 for Bats. The Bats could really help me out in these sometimes. Let's go Bats. Just. I don't have an answer for the knight. I don't plan to, but honestly, I'm gonna have to use the bats for now. Like, I cannot deal with it. Sorry if I haven't gotten to anybody yet. Of course. Come on. Come on up. I'm sorry. The pressure just needs to keep going. Keep going. What? I didn't realize that. What the flip, yo? Man. Oh my god, power please up. copy card? What is that? Uh, uh. This is gonna be the last match for at least the stream. Then we're gonna go to another one. We gotta get moving. I wonder how I can use him, because I think that might be a good card actually. If I'm being 100. Who would I use instead? Okay, well, it's a level 31. What would I replace? What do I replace, guys? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say, can I get some gems that I was had to buy? Can I get some Evo? Can I get all that? Anything for motor? I should be utilizing Zap. I can use Furnace too. That wouldn't be terrible. I wish you can get some. You can strike some of these cards. Or at least get something better than. Hold on. I just see the chat. What's up? What's going on? Flow state. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the flow state. It's hasn't been much flow state now, but we are on the 1 hour mark. But how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Should I play one more game? Should I play the 4500 and then switch to Rivals? Because Rivals is going to be long, actually. It's going to be, if I'm being honest, I might just want to look at the league stuff. Like, I really just want to get into the league stuff. The problem is the time. Like, I'm never really good with the time, but I'll play another game. I'll play 2 more games and then I'll go to the. Because again, we're only learning how League works. I want to see what it looks like. I just want to see what the game looks like. I want to get. Played. I keep doing the same thing too. I forgot the same exact story. Like I was supposed to. These cannons are just simply not good enough, and they do not do well into too many matchups. One too many matchups. It is one too many matchups, and we're gonna just P.E.K.K.A this. I'm sorry. My solution to most problems is just P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A save me. Like, P.E.K.K.A, please save me. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I should. Alright, we'll go tower for tower then. F you. We're going to go tower for tower. Come on, brother. Like, I swear, the elixir goes so slow for me. It is always me. It just goes so slow. Everybody else, I promise, they get like 20 elixir in like 10 seconds. It's so slow. Got the. I don't like these people. I don't like these people. They got the spam. They got everything, man. They got everything. They got the spam. They got all the good, nice little goodies. So nice, right? So flipping nice. I like them apples, man. All that dumb spam, you still lost. Get wrecked. I'm sorry. I just get competitive when I play these games. Play one more game. Give a big chat delay, by the way, if it's intentional. Hopefully it's I will learn to fix the delays. I simply have not been paying attention as much, which is to the delays, which is something I need to do a lot better. I'm not sure if that was a subscription, but thank you to whoever subscribed or anything like that. I can't really see too much. Do I keep going? That we will always take. We will take that. Oh my goodness! Yes, we will take that. 100%. I'm sorry, the reason I have to keep Mini P.E.K.K.A in my deck is because it is simply, it's like you try all these other strategies, they're just not good. Like, no, well, when I try a strategy, right, it looks good on paper until I realize, okay, these other players are going to be pay to win. Why am I looking at videos of referencing when other people are just going to play P.E.K.K.A and all these other cards and just destroy me, like Mega Knight and stuff like that? Like, I cannot. And my style, it looks like I'm a cycle player, but I'm pretty much a aggressive beat down cycle mix. Like, I would like to get the game over as quickly as possible. And I also like cards with versatility, so. But I would say for me, I will get more strategy another time. Like I just need more. I need to get a lot further in the game. I would like to get to a level 14 as fast as possible. So I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so here's what I can do. It's 12 right now, right? I need to get a lot further in the game. Isn't it? Yes. Yes. So here's what I can do, because I really need to get to arena. I want to get to arena 15 as fast as possible, but it's not going to be today. But honestly, I typically progress to arenas at least every 2 to 3 days. This will be going on day 4 because I've been putting it on the back burner and also just not being successful with any of my strategies. What I'm going to have to do, or rather what I'm willing to do, is I can take out the Marvel Rivals, because that was only going to be me either doing, it was going to be me practicing, then me doing 1v1s, and then doing a practice match or 2. I'll take that out, and I'll just watch the league stuff. That's what I'll do. That's what I will do. So let me just update the title really fast. That's what I'll do. only because of time and just for the sake of sakes. Oh, and also I was also recording. I record because I want to post these sessions on my YouTube. So we're just going to yeah, get rid of this, and we're just going to drag this down, and we'll be good. All right, hoorah! So efficient? Nope, not even. I don't think. I think I am far from efficient. I think I make it's like passable. I try to wiggle in some things. Like I gotta keep in mind, I'm not actually playing these games for real. I'm not playing the Marvel Rivals game for real as like I should. Like if I had more common sense, I would be. Oh, this. Oh, not this guy. No. We need to get rid of him like ASAP. Yeah. We gotta get rid of him. Oh, he has log 2. Oh my god. Okay. He's a player. This is a player. This guy is for real. This guy's for real. And I hate Hog Rider. I hate Hog Rider. Whatever his bleeping name is. Tesla is so nice. We need to just get rid of that. Come on, one hit on stupid. We gotta get Witch. Witch, get him out of here. I forgot that thing can hit castle. I mean, hit tower, castle. Trying to think too fast, brother. Is his stuff over leveled, or am I just card interactions? A lot of stuff I don't understand. Blah blah blah. Got it. And he knows how to play the game. That's so nice. That's so nice. He knows how to play the game. Oh, please. Give me this log. Give me the log. Oh my god, no. Wasted the log. Get to him. That's okay. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. We're gonna have to win. The old-fashioned way. That was a tough fight, but good game. upgrade this one because it's only 2. I would love to learn a different deck type. It's just, man, these guys know how to play. Like, they know how to play. Wild card? Is that the one I need? Info. Nope. So, wait, what upgrades the Princess Tower again? Which card? Let me go to the shop and look. This is tempting. So this is 1, 2, 25. I'm gonna be honest, I need the gems. Like, I just gotta get the, ooh, always take that. Free stuff. Always take that. Stack of that. Might as well take this too. Why not? I am here. So I think. What do you guys think? Should we keep going or should we put it for tomorrow? We can keep going or we can do it for tomorrow. What do you think? Yeah, you know how to play it too. You're on a winning streak. I can't get past my first 3 wins when I first played. It took. I am here. So I think. What do you guys think? Should we keep going or should we put it for tomorrow? We can keep going or we can do it for tomorrow. What do you think? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not going to cap. Like I am 100%. Like look, I am 100% pay to win. I am 1,000,000% pay to win. But that is for a specific reason. Like no shame in my game. I am paid till I win to the bone. However, the reason why I need to get. I want to like get to that is I am a little obsessed with trying to get to the heroes first, and then B, I would like to get to ranked as fast as possible. Like a lot of people, they want to play casually. This is going to be one of the games, like League, like Marvel Rivals, that I would like to play at a, if not, Marvel Rivals maybe not competitively, but like be able to compete at a competitive level. That is just how I like to roll with a lot of these titles, and we might as well keep going. I mean, also just to like look to like see where I am now. I'm level 31. I joined this clan because I thought I would be able to get some of the gingerbread stuff for the trophies. No, for the ginger chest to unlock that basically that hero's chest or get a chance at it. So 250 wins. It's not enough. We need to get like 300. Current streak 16. That's crazy. I'm not doing casual just yet, and then yeah. But that's pretty much all in all what we got. We will do some friendlies too, because I want to compete against other people, like with like drafts. I think that's important. How many more do I have to go? So I would have to win. I think I have to win 4 matches, right? No. Wait. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. We're going till we get 14. We're going till we get 14. That's it. I think I faced this guy before too. Why would he do that? That was a waste of all that damn bandit. She's a problem. So we thank God he. How did he let that that knight get way too much value, like way too much value. That was too much, even for me. Like I wouldn't have allowed that. One other thing is I am a little bit not carried by just obviously I'm carried by the cards, but I'm also carried by the fact that a lot of these players are still playing casually, and it's just, I guess, to my benefit that like not everyone wants to be high up, but I'm not. It's not a want. I'm going to get to the 10K ladder. Like I want to have a lot of games where I'm just like excelling in, and this is a really good game to be competitive in my opinion. He mistimed that. Mistimed that horribly. think you'd be good at League of Legends. I mean, that's just but that's like I think that's like the surface level. Like for these titles, what I've noticed is you really need to have the attitude, and not to say I'll do it like, you know, real life jobs, all types of stuff. So you gotta, like, for me, if pay to win, if it might like make me look like a bad player or something like that, I gotta get, if I can close that gap at least by like a few months. Like, let's say it takes me a year to get to, well, I'm on week, I think, 2. Let's say it takes me like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Cutting that gap is important to me, at least. But League is a whole different beast. League is, you have to not only have this mindset in this, but you also then have to coordinate it with 5 different people. And then let's say you just multiply that, like, because it could be, let's just say 5 different scenarios for each specific lane. That's like 25 different possibilities that you at least have to be above average with, or like up to standards with, which I haven't shown yet in that type of setting, because I'm always like PvP 1v1, but hopefully I can get to prove that a little more. That's the goal. That is why I've started the bats. Bats in this game, you have to have them. You have to have bats. You just need bats. I'm gonna say this till the cows come home. You need bats. You need bats. I should know wrong. Hold on. That was a not so smart strategy by me, but oh well. I've never understood how he can just do that. That's a good play. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's a good play. Please give me something good. I need the gems. Give me the gems. Give me like the gem. A witch upgrade is always welcome. 200 is always welcome. Alright, 2 more matches. 2 more matches. 2 more matches. Let's go. 2 more matches. 2 more matches. 2 more matches. We are aggressive. We are aggressive. Always show respect to your opponents. Always show respect, no matter what. Getting destroyed, getting destroyed. Getting destroyed, you're destroying, regardless. You always gotta show respect to your opponents. Every day, all day, twice on Sunday. Let's go. I need those Evos unlocked. Alright, Arena 14, we are here. Two Evo slots. What does that mean? Oh. I was like, is something new? I got excited for a second. I was like, whoa. Alright, so we finally made it. We did it, guys. We did it. I should have recorded that run, but I'll be able to post it, I guess. Okay, sure. That being said, let's go over to some League. Oh my god. Alright. Now to learn about this game.
League of Legends, where your first death is usually followed up by your teammates offering such helpful, such wonderful advice. It's one of the world's biggest games. Over 160 plus champions, fancy skins making them completely unrecognizable, and a meta, well, that changes faster than your teammates' mood swings. Even casual players struggle to keep up, and, well, if you're completely new, well, let's just say playing the tutorial prepares you for your first game about as well as binge watching all of Arcane would. But that's okay. At least there's no shortage of beginners content on YouTube, right? I mean, we're both here.
My problem is not going to be watching this.
Basically, everything out there assumes you've already got at least 4 years experience of being a beginner already. See, we're skill capped, and in over a decade of League of Legends content creation, well, we produce some of League's most popular beginner guides, helping millions of players just like you take their first steps into the game. But here's the thing, we are our own biggest critics. Well, second biggest. There's always the YouTube comments section. And while our previous guides definitely helpful, we did notice a fundamental problem with them. It's almost impossible to teach the game to a true beginner if we're using the top 0.01% of players to do so. So, for this video, we're taking a totally different approach. We've partnered with actual beginners, people who've never touched League before, and paired them up alongside our top players to create something truly, truly special. A guide that finally speaks your language. See, that's often the problem. While our content helps tons of players crush their ranked goals through our world-class courses, there's always the occasional comments like these that pop up. And you know what? God dang it, they're completely right. High-ranked players mean well, and they're undoubtedly amazing to learn from. But sometimes you just need somebody who knows exactly what it's like to be in your shoes. And while this video is all you'll need to get started, our brand new beginner courses over on our site really continue your journey by taking the same concepts taught by the pros to help you improve quickly, and then breaking them down into bite-sized pieces that you'll actually understand from day one. No confusing terms, no assuming you just know things, just clear, practical advice you can use from your very, very first game, which also works as the perfect entry point to all of our other amazing content, giving you a clear path to rapidly improve as you become more and more comfortable with the game. There's a reason SkillCapped is the only premium instructional resource in the scene. We invest and believe in our content, so much so that we even back it up with 2 guarantees. First, take up to 2 full weeks to explore everything that we offer, and it's not for you, you get a full refund. No questions asked. Full refund. Second, and best of all, we guarantee that you will climb at least 5 divisions using our service, or, again, you get every single penny back, no questions asked. You've got everything to gain, and literally nothing to lose. Sign up today using the exclusive beginner discount link in the description below. Anyway, back to the video. You've heard about it, you've seen it, and you've probably watched it in one form or another, but what's it all about? Starting from ground zero, League of Legends is what you call a MOBA, short for Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. You have your map, which in the case of League of Legends is Summoner's Rift. This is where all of that magic happens, but also, so is this. You're going to quickly learn Riot loves changing the appearance and the theme of the map. We're choosing to use the classic League of Legends map for this video, as it's what is used nearly all of the time up until 2025. But while the map may look different depending on when you start playing, don't worry, the core functionality really does remain the same. And you can always keep up to date with any changes happening to Summoner's Rift through the rest of the videos on our channel. On Summoner's Rift, you play as a 5 versus 5, where one team plays
Or
from the blue
to
side
rule them
on
all.
the bottom half of the map, and the other team plays on the red side on the top half of the map, consisting of 3 different lanes: top, middle, and bottom, as well as a jungle filled with neutral monsters that are ready to be slain. From the very beginning, you spawn at what's called your team's fountain and can then begin heading to your designated lane. Shortly after, the game springs to life as
like, all this
endless
stuff, I'll be
waves
honest,
of
I've
minions begin
watched
marching
this, but it
down
was
all
always good
3
to,
lanes
like,
from
just
both sides of the map. And since this is a
absorb
PvP game, you're going to also
the
find your
point of this
opponent.
game.
From
Like,
here, you then
this is,
last
like, very
hit
different
minions
from,
or
like,
kill your lane opponent
the
in order to earn
PvP,
gold and
the
experience.
Smash,
Gold, which is then used to buy items from the
a game
shop
like
in
this,
your
even
base
card game
to
like
improve the
Yu-Gi-Oh,
power
like
of your
all the
chosen
fighting
character,
games,
which from
this
this point
one-
onwards, we're going to call a champion. This
Because I'm
isn't
being honest,
Tekken, okay? Then you can convert
One
your
of the
power
one
into
of the
take.
things when I was looking at this game, right? There's so many. There's like you're trying to slay the monsters to get the coins to upgrade your, enhance the level, X, Y, and Z. But I'm like, there's like E buttons and then other buttons. I'm like, oh my god, couldn't there have been like this could have been like Marvel Rivals. You have like 4 like specific sections, and then they could have made it.
Taking one of the many
No.
objectives around the map
Let
to
me not
earn
complain.
combat
Look, see,
buffs,
I'm already
with the
complaining. I
end
haven't
goal
even- I
being
haven't
to
touched
eventually push
the
down
tutorial.
one of those 3 lanes, destroying the protective structures on the way in order to kill your opponent's nexus. That's this thing right here, the primary objective of every game of Summoner's Rift. Destroy this, and your team is declared victorious. The first place any new player should start is with the League tutorial. And don't worry, it's not one of those endless, boring tutorials. It's actually designed to get you into the action fast. Think of it as your quick start guide to the HUD and the basic controls. It's about getting your fingers on the right keys and making sure you can move around and start fighting. But regardless, strap in, as we're going to do a quick rundown of all the basics right here. Each champion in League of Legends has 4 abilities, which are by default set to Q, W, E, and R, as well as a
Hold on, I'm
passive
looking at
that
the
usually
chat.
ties your
I'm trying to see
champion's
if there was
whole kit
anything-
together in one way or another.
Anyone-
You then have 2 extra
anything
spells
anyone
called
has said that's
summoners,
new.
which you can pick in the lobby. You won't have all of these unlocked when you first start out, but they're basically just extra abilities that you can use at any point during the game, which are, by default, bound to D and F. And I say pick, but basically one of them is almost always going to be Flash, which Flash basically just lets you blink in a chosen direction on a very, very long cooldown. And then for the other option, you're going to have a teleport, an extra damaging spell called Ignite, a heal, a shield, something that makes you move faster, which is called a Ghost, and Exhaust, which slows the target.
This is probably something I can do offline. I'll get to that, but let's watch this. Let's do some of this.
and Rumble are super high priority, especially for KT, so you need to get one early. They do that, so they get the jungle part. I still think Perfect's Rumble is like his best champion, and they should probably still index in that pretty early on in this draft before there's a chance for T1 to ban it out. But here you go, T1 immediately grabbing Faker's Talia, which has been point and click this tournament.
It feels like there is not a skill shot that this guy cannot connect with. He has been incredible thus far. I want to point out, as we get deeper into Fearless, something to keep our eye on. Double support bans targeted at Carrier. The Bard, the Nico, impressive stuff. KT, are they willing to keep leveraging these bans as we go deeper in the series? Something that we'll need to track, something that the Death brought up. But the Talia, as well as the Varus here in game one. T1 are not pulling any punches. These are picks that have been so incredibly successful for them across the tournament.
We're doing greatest hits, right? Triple bans going towards BDD, which I think, given his form this tournament, has been absolutely stellar. Complete no-brainer. But there is that Rumble you mentioned, even when Perfect was struggling throughout this year. Rumble was a champion you could trust him on no matter what. And I love that they took away the Talia, not just because of Faker's pedigree in it, but also on what BDD has been able to do with it. Particularly that Wukong-Talia combination, absolutely lethal. And it's going to be the pickup of the Rise here for BDD, a counter pick we've seen many times into Talia. And we're not done because Owner gets a Sinzao.
Oh, how an epic matchup we have ahead of us. Watch out for BDD looking for some flash plays, looking for some solo kills. As you mentioned, though, we are going down the tier list for both sides. So both sides are getting a lot of what they want. This is what you expect in game number one. All right, let's get into the bottom lanes, though, because the rest of the bottom lanes, for both these teams, the push has been incredibly important. So already banning out some of these poke answers to the Varus, the Ezreal has definitely been one of those.
And we heard so much about how crucial the bot lane 2v2 is. T1 securing the Varus earlier in the draft, banning away some of the potential comfort picks for Dom, something that has to be respected because KT, yes, their top side is incredible, but if it costs them a strong bot lane, it could be disastrous.
And I want to highlight as well, I think both teams drafting towards their tendencies. KT have been an incredible team-finding team this tournament. It's also what they use to take down Gen G way back in LCK playoffs. And T1 already have so much early skirmishing power. Both the Varus as well as the Xin Zhao, and specifically the Xin Zhao Taliyah, can really allow you to snowball early, something that T1 has loved doing ever since this four-man core came together.
Eyes now on what the final ban will be here from the side of KT. Another support potentially to be taken away. Sivir, Ezreal, the 280 bans. Sivir, of course, fantastic at empowering a lot of these diving threats from the side of KT. And T1, the Renata taken away. I like that. Heads up play from the side of KT to limit the counter engage options to make sure that their dive can be affected. But we're looking at a carry a counter pick available as we get later in the draft.
Oh, it does make sense here. Poppy is going to come through here for Keria. I do want to like the Poppy a lot into the Wukong. Also want to highlight, normally I could see KT go towards Ziggs, but with already double AP, I don't think that's going to be an option.
Yeah, maybe like an Ashe or something like that. It has been really good for both of these AD carries. So if you pick Ashe early, then the Fearless bans for later, and that would lend some more engage to this team. But they've got a lot of options open down here. He has also really liked the Caitlyn pretty early on in some of the series. Nice, okay, so they do go for the Ashe option we were talking about, and if you just pair that with some sort of team fighting support here for Peter, the Braum, he has been able to use Braum as an engage champion even in some scenarios, and the double Freljord really rounds out their team fight.
And Doran gets his Ambessa. This to me is the champion that he started kind of the turnaround on. Coming into T1, there was a lot of pressure on this player, and it wasn't until that layup towards the road to Amasa where it really started popping off, and a lot of that was on Ambessa. My only question is that Poppy blind pick, I think picking it away makes sense. It is, again, really good into the Wukong, but it does mean that I think now Dogdom and Peter in that pure 2v2 are going to be feeling great because Poppy, strong as she is, can struggle in the lane, particularly against a bully like Ashe.
And it is Carrier's Poppy, so he could just have a magical Poppy ultimate later. He could get some flash plays going off. You can just turn around entire team fights. You hit a couple people with that ulti. Let's get into it, though. I mean, Perfect as well. We talked about the Rumble priority early on for him. He has been one that is not afraid to play it into Ambessa, so this is going to tell a lot for the series as far as the top lane does go, you know, throwing this down. If Doran is unable to actually punish Perfect up here in the top lane, I think that would bode very well for KT.
And for both of these teams, bringing out the best of the best, we call them haymakers, the comfort picks, the best champions we've seen from them. A win here is crucial for the momentum, for the attitude in such a high-pressure stage, because T1 undoubtedly comfortable even when they're down. But for KT, saw them tested against Gen G, need to see them keep that momentum going forward. And we look across the board at these rosters, at these lineups, a lot of potential for huge playmaking moments, but that early game from the side of T1 with Keria on that Poppy, with the Xin for owner, is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, I'm looking at early skirmishes here for T1. I'm looking at what can the mid laners do in terms of global impact. Both Ryze and Taliyah have the ability to impact side lanes. That's been a strength for both of these players. And there is also, again, the implications in Fearless, as we've highlighted, and I think that really puts even more pressure on him. Because BDD will not get to play Taliyah. It's all been about the bot side, and I don't...
Are the hometown heroes.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
There's just magic in
I'm
the
listening
air.
to them chat like...
There's so many moments
I
of
can't
individual eye contact throughout the course of the show.
Already seeing a very aggressive level 1, as you would expect from both Ashe and Braum here. I want to highlight one thing that we've seen this tournament is the arms race when it comes to teleport in the bot lane. Right now, Guma did actually go for the teleport, and Dogdom hasn't. So Dogdom does have the Combat Summoner, but they need to actually get any mileage out of that, because if not, you are going to lose in the long run if you have even trades, because your opponent will be able to cheat tempo way better than you do. And we'll also see whether lane swaps might play a part in that as well, because teams have been very happy to swap for grubs.
Yeah, meanwhile on the other side, Guma won't have a cleanse if he does get hit by an Ashe arrow.
Yeah.
And so we'll see which bet ends up paying off.
And it's important to note, as thrilled, as excited we are at this matchup, the story of these two teams this year has been incredibly one-sided. The most recent best of we saw, KT were able to make the upset happen, but it's only because of the tournament form that we've seen from KT that there's faith that this telecom war isn't just going to be one-sided.
Yeah, there's a little interesting bit at the very end there.
That was a 2-0.
One little bit of an upset,
and
we
this is gonna game 1. I'm probably not gonna be able to watch the other game. I'll probably watch it later.
I've been seeing this KT roller coaster keep going up. Gen G had similar dominance over this team, and KT were able to upset them.
Yeah, and shout out to the production team for this graphic on a side note. We said Galaga, we were kind of joking, but it does feel apt. It's not a roller coaster anymore. It's a spaceship, but if there's one team that might bring them back down to earth, it is Faker himself. Of course, we did see in the meantime a bit of early trading on the bottom side. Heal used from Peter for that additional movement speed to make sure some of that damage would stick. But Peter and Docdam, they're getting prio, but losing out a bit when in terms of overall HP. That said, Guma has already popped the pot, so still quite favorable for KT overall.
Still cookie for Docdam as well, as both junglers will be pathing towards the bot side. Obviously, Wukong prefer to just farm to 6. Has decent access to lanes, but not really any CC, nor that meaningful damage to speak of, particularly pre-first base, but really not until he gets a Triforce. Owner, though, on the Xin Zhao has been, for me, the main early game engine for T1 for, well, I could say the entire year. We can go a couple years back at this point. There's been a reason why this man has really been, I think, by many considered over the whole year the best jungler that we had in the LCK.
And the desk so beautifully highlighted his consistency, right? He feels like the rock for this team. That's been doubly true for T1 domestically. Of course, at Worlds, so many of the members of the team have stepped up, so it doesn't just feel like Owner running the show in the early game, but need to see where those early ganks are going to come from, because the Xin, we know, can have that early impact, even while we expect the Wukong to farm.
Yeah, and on the opposite side, that Wukong that I really highly prioritize right now, as far as the jungle pool, is going to find the first skirmish.
Cuz kicking things off, Carrier waiting off to the side, TP already used, flash backwards, the concussive blow stacking, Owner 2, they got him! Manages to lock him down, and that's going to be first blood. They're donating it to BDD.
The roam up the bottom lane here. Peter on the Braum again. He's able to roam early into the river. That makes the difference. The concussive blows actually makes the difference. They pop the blast code, and it is KT who strike first.
And let it be known that BDD is like, oh, you want to fight for Scuttle? I'm TPing straight to river. And it's that bot lane prio we talked about. Because they had the prio, starting level 1, Peter was able to roam up, and Owner gets caught off guard.
Pushing lanes are everything for early jungle skirmishes. This is the first highlight that you ever talk about for jungling, for objectives. BDD comes over, he roams down, Peter roams up, and KT as a team are able to collect their first blood. We did warn against the possibility of BDD also taking over, by the way. He has been magnificent at this tournament. He has been such a carry player all year long for this KT squad.
And what I love with BDD is it goes way further back, right? Is perfect!
All in, Doran forced to flash back. Just a trade of flashes, but Doran struggling to survive now in this matchup as Peter does his best to hold the wave. Carrier going for the knockback on the heroic charge. Guma a bit more damage, but clearly the lane's getting a little bit anxious, trying to force these bigger plays.
But we're seeing there is no hesitation from KT. Perfect with the confidence on the rumble to go in. But for BDD, as I wanted to, just as a small reminder, this man was one game away from making, and I would say, dragging his team to finals back in 2021. As
Docdam going in, Hunter's volley not quite enough. Now Carrier is looking to finish the job himself. Slowly but surely the Poppy whittling him down. Docdam forced to flash away, but Carrier hungry for blood. A little bit more time, the Q flash forward. Docdam with a bit of a sidestep, extra movement speed, trying to make it through the minions. Docdam living for an extra moment, avoiding the angle back into the wall. Carrier gets the knockback. The glitch coming out. 1 for 1 in the bottom lane.
And Docdam tries to get Guma, pays for it with his life, but he does get the trade back.
Okay, now they're going to gank bottom lane too. Guma's trying to push the wave in. They're going to punish him.
Flash.
The wraparound. Braum is there. Wukong is there.
Docdam on the way down. He won't be there in time. However, Unbreakable Peter looking to mark him up. Concussive blows finally hitting. Auto attack reset more than enough. Guma Yushi falls at the hands of Cuz.
And KT are not letting them breathe. That is already a kill going over to Cuz. Wukong accelerated, and it's a 1.2k gold lead. It's 6 minutes, Kobe!
And Cuz has done so much for this KT squad. He has been carrying really heavily himself. With early money onto Wukong, you get to your Triforce so accelerated, and you can win those mid-game team fights. Here's another look at Guma baiting down until the last auto, his health bar, so that his support can go for the kill.
Because Docdom was trying to just cancel the base, but didn't know Keria was still there. Keria was in the tri-bush, cancelled his base, and that's what led to this extended sequence. And Keria going for... This was fine, right? That 1-for-1 trade is good because you killed the AD carry, but it's the punish onto Guma here that turns it very much in favor of KT.
Exactly. The reason why you say that play is fine is because then they're going to assume that they get to push in on the minions afterwards, which would make it worth it. But the timings from Peter and Cuz, they've been so synced up this game. The early roam into the river, this roam here, they come back out onto the map at the perfect timing to punish the attempt, to push the wave in, which also earns them this early dragon. And as we talked about in the setup, before you even got into game number one, game number one can have huge implications here as far as the confidence for KT in their ability in this grand finals. They talked about it after upsetting Gen G, and they are off to a very good start here early on in game number one.
Incredibly impressive start is once again the flick connecting onto BDD. Faker holding his own in the mid lane decently well despite those early kills going down, but you both highlighted it so well. Docdom, really everything working out perfectly for him as his team is there to support. His team is there to cover. We did see in the picture-in-picture while we were breaking down that replay, an attempted gank top side from Owner. Wanted to try to find an angle onto Perfect. Perfect, beautiful size up on the W means it doesn't go through. But KT on the bottom lane, now that Guma has this 6, potentially more angle here for T1 to play if they want to recoup some of these losses.
And for T1, there is still a lot of power in their team fight. I particularly like your ability to single out targets and force unfair fights, right? With the Talia, with the Poppy as well. Poppy in particular can really turn any game around as long as you find high enough value targets. But we also need to be real. This early game is being completely run right now by KT.
T1 recognize they cannot contest the grubs. Prio on the top side still in favor of Perfect. Mid lane relatively even, slightly in favor of the side of T1. Faker hovers into the darkness, threatens maybe a Weaver's Wall to the bottom lane, but Peter and Docdom pretty effortlessly holding for now. So difficult to dive this Ashe Braum, but Keria might go for it anyway. Walk forward, Docdom there. Case to stand behind me, wants to come through, but Keria, of course, can interrupt. Flashing out instead, then using the W to escape, just to make sure the Steadfast Presence does not come through. However, they're zoned away from the tower, and they're going to be losing some plates.
Okay, so KT, they back off. That does mean with the half throw mid from Faker, who is hovering to threaten the full commitment from T1, BDD is going to shove out this mid wave first and see if there is any contest over red. It looks like Cuz, you know, early pings, he knows that may be an objective that Owner would try and go for, and so immediately goes out to protect it.
Do really like the bounce back from T1 here, not getting thrown away. Is the arrow? Ooh, okay, close. Faker, not too scared of that one. But yeah, the T1 with the presence of mind, it was about a 300 gold swing thanks to the play in the bot lane, the CS denied as well as the plates. But there were free grubs for KT. We'll see if that's going to be worth or not, because it really depends on how much access they get to turrets.
True, but I want to remind people that this is Fearless, so the importance of these picks that have worked before, working again. Docdom played the Ashe, had an incredible arrow hit ratio. Shout out to our stats guy Hayden for manually tracking every arrow that hit. It's a similar story for Guma. So for Docdom to take this away from Guma and have a good game is crucial for KT's game plan, as the ulti doesn't connect from Doran. That's crushing. Very likely would have been a sure thing on the initial kill, and now Perfect wants to go for the all-in. Carry on the way up, but Perfect is completely overheated. Buying a bit more time to overheat now as he turns back into the wave. Damage coming in, and the rest of the team has arrived. Spinning right on top of Doran. It is a Cyclone. Keria running for his life. Concussed, taken down. KT dominating game one.
Perfect on his Rumble. There is a reason he is so confident on that champion. Teleports down to the bottom side, will equalize the play.
So the cross map doesn't work out, and targeting Perfect has been a strategy employed against KT for the whole year. So it makes sense that T1 tries to go for it. But once that ultimate misses, you can't keep forcing it. Perfect, able to stay alive, doesn't really take any meaningful damage, and his reinforcements ensure KT now up 5-1.
We were thinking there was so much talk about T1 and the possible 3-peat. and 4 finals in a row, and how their advantage is going to be how confident they will be under these bright lights. But KT are playing this game number 1 like they're the most confident I have ever seen.
Which is so impressive when we look back at the media day at the press conference, and Peter was talking about how Keria is perfect in every way. The only thing he had going for him was supposed to be his rookie spirit, but he's been first on the map. He is paired up with Cuz so incredibly well. Now almost a 2,000 gold lead for KT. T1 not out of it yet, but sent reeling in an early game where they gave the ideal top side to the side of KT, even after 3 targeted mid lane bans.
And it's honestly impressive. I really like the angle from Peter, who, again, debuted in 2022. And obviously, this is his first World Final, as we have seen many a time, which is still, to me, a heartwarming fact. Had never actually taken a plane out of Korea until he got to Worlds. But thus far, we're actually seeing, I think, coming into the draft, we were looking at what is the comfort going to be, and thus far the comfort has worked out in favor of KT, and what is the bot lane matchups going to look like. And when Keria did go for this blind Poppy, we knew it was a gamble, and thus far it hasn't paid off. But in these team fights, the Poppy can still secure a numbers advantage.
KT don't have prio in the lanes. They have enough vision to know the objective hasn't been started, but they have to be careful at checking for fog of war. They wait to have 3 members strong. They spot Keria, and they know that is their time to step up. Owner waiting. Gumayushi on the way in. Arrow connecting. No chance to use the Crescent Guard. It might be too late by the time Owner does it. Realm War behind, and it's BDD right on top of Owner, but Faker is there to cover. Instantly, he's sprinting out to safety as Doc Dam starts to rain hell onto Owner, but the Xin is too damn tanky. The objective in the sights of KD. Kuma, not enough time to charge the arrow. Second Drake dropping for KT Rolser.
And T1, second smite, this time cannot find the arrow. Second Drake goes over, and it's again no hesitation from KT.
KT, I mean, they've just been so methodical in this game with their lane assignments, with their choices here for objectives. They pull the pincer closed, they trap T1, force them off, multiple flashes, invested in this game. With their lane assignments, with their choices here for objectives, they pull the pincer closed, they trap T1, force them off, multiple flashes, invested from both sides though. So I'm definitely looking at Doctum as well. This Ashe with no cleanse and no flash after this bottom side river fight. That may be an area where T1 look to try and punish him, to try and get some gold to get back into this game.
Because it does feel thus far, KT has been the one calling most of the shots. Really, even the kill that they got onto Doctum was him going in. He did get punished for that, traded, but it's really been KT on the forward. Even here, where they did not have prio, as you highlighted, Dracos, they were still able to use the engage power of that Ashe as well as the Wukong. And I shudder to think what would have happened if Perfect had joined that fight, because the Rumble with the equalizer could have made that a lot worse. T1 was able to get out, and they will keep the gold within relative touching distance, but early Drake stacking, an incredible team fighting, team composition, and just the confidence with which KT is playing thus far is really impressive.
So I think we're going to have to keep our eyes on if T1 are able to create some pockets of vision that they can abuse and make some picks of their own. They do have Talia Wall as well as Mbessa Ultimate, very long range abilities here to try and make some of those picks. Gumayushi as well, fairly good at this Varus and throwing out those skill shots. So we'll see if they can actually punish the Ashe in mid. So far, I'd say Doctum is playing incredibly well. Look how safe he is being on the Ashe. Right now, when he had nobody near him, he backed off to his tower, even with nobody showing. He's got his hawk shot, and KT have plenty of vision for him up through the top side of mid lane, giving him that safety where he can just kind of hug that wall. And so I feel like KT are almost removing any of these comeback options, these avenues for T1, because they know that's what they're looking for. But BDD!
Doran full committing. The root does manage to connect. Doran can't keep the dive, but BDD is not going to over push here.
Nice force by Doran. Gets his ult off, and BDD forced the flash. A big win there, because that does mean some of the engages of T1 a lot more scary.
Exactly. Plus, you know, maybe picking someone off in a side lane, not just looking at that mid lane here with another flash down.
Very important for T1 that in a deficit like this, although not game-ending, that they can find these avenues for individual outplays. But now it's Doran's flash traded back. BDD came back to lane. Redemption coming down to heal him up. Major cooldown that will not be available, crucially, for this Herald. KT are already on it, and they've just been one step ahead of T1 the entire game.
Thought we were going to see the world.
Herald guaranteed, and what is the counterplay for T1 even? With Doran being pushed off of the top side of the map, there's not much for them to get except for a Scuttle Crab. Bottom side mid wave is not even going to get pushed all the way in.
Doran!
That's 4 people!
Overstaying, concussive blows, the Cyclone immediately comes out as well. Doran can't push a single button! KT merciless on the dive. Doran caught asleep at the wheel, overconfident. T1
The race.
trying to fire back
KT
for
win it.
the first tower, but it's KT who get it.
They've got the boot upgrades already, and they get the tower early here. 2,000 now the gold lead. The Dragon stacking continuing. KT in game number 1. The coaster does keep going up, Chronicler.
Yeah, and obviously, you know, what goes up eventually. Oh, no, it doesn't
Nice
hit.
sidestep. Peter there in time to body block if necessary.
But I want to highlight, what did this cost for T1? So Doran TP's top to try and salvage this turret, right? Stall. If there's 2 people there, he can probably at least keep it alive long enough for his team to win it. But he TP's in. Then Faker also has the TP towards top to prevent them from taking down the inner. So now T1 not going to have those available for any upcoming fight. In about a minute, the possible soul point for KT is spawning.
And credit to T1, they're leveraging the power of the bar as well in the mid lane. They've consistently had mid-prio. They've used it to chunk away at that turret, chip away at that potential objective. Losing out on the boots is very unfortunate, but need to see if KT can keep this momentum going, because this is the pocket of vision you were talking about. Already set up by T1. One step ahead when it comes to this objective and the control they have over the area. KT might just give it. Only now are they getting control of mid lane.
Yeah, at the middle stage of the game, the team fights are definitely still very winnable here for T1. There has not been this huge breakpoint that KT have hit, even though they do have a very nice lead in this one. You know, Cuz does not have his full second item completed on the Wukong just yet, so it is still about positioning and execution as they look towards this Dragon Soul point. 4 seconds on the arrival of the Mounted Dragon, and Rifthold is used mid for priority.
Wall trying to block the initial charge. Is just going to deny that. Well played. Good piece of mind by Faker to deny that potential prio point. It still does mean, however, that KT get access first to the objective. Owner, Guma, Faker, Keria all ready to go. Keria's ulti, you highlighted it earlier, can be crucial, can deny some of the members of KT access to the pit here, but it's a very slow, drawn-out secure. BDD marking Doran on the flank. Arrows starting to rain. Peter getting chunked out. A flashback from Perfect. T1 chipping away at those resources. Eyes on the equalizer. Redemption now used. Cooldown up just in time. KT keeps going, but now they want to turn it right back. Instantaneous equalizer. Keria locked up. Rumble coming in, but denied. Keria wants to knock Perfect out of the fight, but it might not matter because it's Doran into the back line. Owner stays standing. Cuz take it down. T1 fired back.
No matter the early deficit, T1, they still win the team fight. They still get the Dragon, and they're looking for BDD.
On the hunt for BDD, but there's just nowhere for him to go in the blink of an eye. KT's lead disappears.
The KT, they walk into the pincer. That objective just a little bit too juicy, but they will pay for it very heavily as the attempted engage onto Keria is stopped by his W.
How clutch are they? Look at Owner starting it out with the Xin ultimate to spread them apart, and Doran following it up on his Mbessa, and they split apart the team fight so meticulously, and they immediately steal the objective on top of it.
Frustration on the face of KT, not the end of the world, but the gold a lot closer now. We look back at that team fight. Owner, a hero, Guma raining down arrows, but also Doran was getting focused, made a mistake TPing to the top side, bounced right back in that fight to be critical for that T1 advantage.
You saw Xin in the trailer, right?
Yup.
Xin, some new lore, maybe Owner is the main character.
And I want to highlight what you said earlier, Kobe, because it was really, if you looked at the actual item finishes, basically everyone in the game was sitting on like an item and a couple of components. So if KT have maybe a couple more breakpoints that they've hit, could have been a difference maker. Now T1, slight gold lead, but I do think it's again important to remind everyone that I do still love the KT comp when it comes to the actual 5v5, but we are seeing if Doran and or Owner can get on that backline, can get on top of Dokdam and BDD, the fights are basically unplayable for KT.
Yeah, and the reason we keep highlighting a lot of the setup players here for this team is because if you do have good setup for Taliyah, Faker's Taliyah, the combos are so deadly. And Faker this tournament as well has been able to do a lot of raw Taliyah Ws to find picks and find burst damage. So let's see about the approach to the Otacon.
Otacon, for now just the ward.
Doran is getting the top tower at the moment, so that is going to be guaranteed gold here for T1.
And this is the struggle of playing against T1. Their movement around the map is so confident. KT need to be ready to pull the trigger, and they have. Otacon started. A big risk. Doran resetting back to base, likely to finish the second item before he TPs into the fight if needed. Owner in the area. It might come down to just a 50-50, but Faker also has access to the Weaver's wall critically. No flash for Doctum. No flash for Cuz. KT luckily able to reset the objective, but I don't think they're going to get a chance to leave quite yet. T1 know they have an advantage in the fight if it comes down to the 5v5. Flash forward. Ulti into the back. Immediately thinks he picked off, but Peter does his best to heroically disengage. It is not enough to keep Doctum standing. Cuz taken out as well. Doran in the 3v1. Completely and totally unfazed. Carrier there to stop any further follow-up. Faker taking down Perfect, and BDD is not enough to stop T1.
And it's the Crook Lord that finds his mark. Doctum goes down, and T1 turn onto Otacon.
Doran, the addition to this T1 roster, annihilated him.
Hello.
Resetting, resistance is shredded by the Otacon. Carry a ward over the wall, spots out Cuz. T1 know it's a 50-50 now. 5 seconds on Doctum, but he doesn't have access to a TP to make it to the fight any faster. Perfect TP available. BDD finds the angle into Doran. Carry now backing up. 3K on the objective. Getting lower. Steadfast presence gone. Faker on the backside. Cuz wants to try to make it out of this one, but now they're moving into advantage. Take out Guma. No, Guma living. Guma fights to finish him. Looking for a bit more damage, but T1, they find the double for Carrier. They take the Thornbound Otacon, and Perfect. It is too little. It is too late. Baker teleports in and he saves the team fight. He gets that shove. They get the Otacon.
And KT try their darndest to get that objective, not able to do so. And so many cooldowns used there as well. That's going to set up perfectly for T1. 3.5k gold lead. 1 minute till the next Mountain Dragon. And now T1, it feels like they're in full control.
What a fight, what a scramble. BDD makes a heads-up play, flashing onto Doran to get the first kill of the fight. And then T1 are communicating the teleport arrival from Faker. Look at Owner running away so that Cuz can't find burst damage onto him. And once Faker comes in and gets a double shove.
And that shove ends the fight immediately. They were a member up. And Perfect, if he was alive just a little bit early.
Fishing for the flank once again. Ready to come over the wall with the public execution. Carrier going into the wall, locking up Cuz. Instantaneous knockup! A flawless combo to keep it going. Doctum finally escapes, but he just finds himself in a 1v1 versus Doran. Hope fading fast for the side of KT as Carrier is still standing. Perfect and BDD running for the hills. T1 grabbing their second Drake, but Owner not done yet. Knocks Peter out as well.
And Cuz just doesn't get to play the game. Carrier, who we haven't talked about in a bit, had a rough start to the lane. I'm thinking now the Poppy pick really works out. He's the one that set up the pick onto the Wukong, and he gets CC'd 100-0.
Carrier Poppy, my boy. Oh my goodness, what an engage. Honestly, let's watch it again, guys.
As look at the combo here, and it's the immediate follow-up that to me seals the deal, right? It's Doran is ready, Owner's there, Faker sets up the wall for the sandwich, and even though BDD and Perfect are trying their best, again, without that Wukong, without that front to back in these messy skirmishes, T1 is just reigning supreme.
The confidence in each other is what really makes this team elite here for T1. You said it, no hesitation from them. They all go in at the same moment. They all find the engage, they find the kills, and they find themselves almost 5,000 gold in the lead.
It's not just that, look at the levels. Doran is 2 levels up, Owner is 2 levels up, BDD is kind of okay, and indeed, as Kobe nicely points out to me, we already talked about it's 43-2, right? So BDD is the only one that's even because of the Roa, and now, as T1 does, they're going to start up this Baron.
And it's a terrifying position for KT because they know if a single member of their team makes a misstep, the fight very likely ends. The Braum was supposed to be the tool that stopped this dive from Doran, that stopped the dive from Owner from coming through. But if T1 are the ones to kick it off, it just has not been enough.
Seen this one before. Yeah, they don't dare to go for it. We've seen this exact bait a million times. Obviously, Faker does a flash. If they try to arrow, could have made it out, but they don't want to go for it.
Yeah. Faker with his arm guard has a couple of ways to buy some time if you overextend going for the chase. But then you look at the mentality on the other side as KT, and you kind of have to go for one of these plays to pick someone off out of position. You have to hope that you're going to be able to surprise someone with an Ash arrow and immediately delete them.
We're looking at Docdom. You highlighted it. That's the arrow. The sustained damage that Ashe can bring to the table is, of course, impactful, even on 2 items. But none of these fights have been long fights. He's been deleted at the start of every single one. So finding that advantage, finding that additional member in a fight, making sure it is a 5v4 in the favor of KT, crucial for the next fight. The combo is still there. The Cyclone, the Equalizer. You can see how KT can find advantage, but it just has not been working out past the 15-minute mark.
I also love that Carrier Poppy has the most kills of any single player in the entire game.
Feels apt.
Battle Poppy, baby.
Yeah, look at his items. That helps, right?
The redemption.
The redemption locket as they're going to start it up.
He's got the TP, he's got the heal, he's ready to move across the map and make.
I gotta get going. It's already 1:12, way past the time. We're gonna wrap this up and then yeah, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Finish this game 5 and then we can play Marvel Rivals. We'll do that. All right.